day TNT, good day Caribbean, good day rest of the world, or good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Redman back with you here again. Family, today we're going to talk about the Great Deception. Now I think a lot of people missing what is unfolding right before their eyes. Everybody's focused on economics. They focused on the progress of their nations or lack thereof. They're focusing on crime. They're focusing on migration. They're focusing on oil. They're focusing on everything. But they're missing the big picture. Why is all of this happening at the very same time? All over the world. What is the best way to hide something? Is to have it right in the open. And everybody ignoring what is in front of them. So we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about that. As always, my coffee here. I have a smoke here, but the 10 cigars are going to get us sorted out this weekend. Please God. I have a couple knife there. Well, you already know. So we start off the right way first. Give the Lord Father thanks, a beautiful and blessed day. Good, bad, or indifferent, it is a blessed day. Because He gave it and He had to give it. So take a second on today and make sure and give the Lord Father thanks. Usual viewers, usual subscribers, welcome back family. New viewers, new subscribers, welcome family, welcome. Sorry about the noise, huh? I tell you, we have a big festival coming up here. So all kind of thing going up in the road, all the way down, all along the corner. When they sort that out, I'll give all you a look. I promise I will give all you a look around. But we're still working on that. And I noticed that a lot of my viewers, they're not getting notifications. So just click on the notification button and see. Make sure you have the notification button on and subscribe. But also, always hit the thumbs up button. That way it will force the algorithm to put the video in, the video in your search. Otherwise, because you already know, Miss Kamala don't like me at all. Miss Kamala ain't like me at all. None of the autistic Avengers like me. So make sure you hit the thumbs up button. That way the algorithm will put the video back into succession, have it in there in your search history, and you'll get access to it. Otherwise, they go just keep trying, because you know they want to keep it up. But Miss Kamala not that good. She can't keep the red man down. Right, Miss Kamala? Right, Miss New Sari? Gobar Queen? Wicked Witch of the Caribbean, Glenda herself. Anyway, family. Yes, I want to talk about something here. And all you go think is joke again all you. I ain't gonna lie, eh? All you go feel is joke again all you. But I can be more serious. Well, let me start off with the first topic, and then we will get on to the more serious topic here. All right? And this has to do with alien disclosure. And pay attention. Just listen. We'll get to that in the second half, but first I want to make mention of one thing. They have this virus that they are seeing is starting to spread. It's called the Hunter virus. It spread on a ship. 3 people dead so far. Could be more. Now, this hantavirus is a respiratory virus, not unlike COVID. And this virus is spread by rats and mice. Once a person is infected, it becomes airborne and it spreads very easily. It affects the respiratory system and causes respiratory shutdown. Now, they are saying that this has the, well, ability to spread worse than COVID. Yeah, COVID. Okay. But here's what I find funny. It was Bill Gates and these others that were saying not too long ago, and the head of the World Health Organization not too long after COVID, saying they are already prepared for the very next pandemic and it will be worse than COVID. Now here's where they had to worry. Recent studies have come out showing that the bulk of the damage that was done from the COVID vaccine was due to the booster shot. How many people have multiple booster shots? That is where it's saying the real bulk of the damage come from. The booster shot themselves. What they have noticed is that a significant amount of people have respiratory illnesses, permanent, and damage to their heart from the COVID vaccine, the booster shot themselves. Millions of people have died because of that booster shot. Millions. Now, if you have a few million people, conservatively, worldwide, that are experiencing respiratory illnesses, ongoing respiratory problems, heart problems, etc., and they so happen to contract this hantavirus, that could mean death for them. The mortality rate of this hantavirus is higher than COVID. Higher. They say it has a 38% mortality rate, which is significantly higher than COVID. Meaning, be prepared for another pandemic lockdown that is coming. They're going to have all you working from home. They're going to have all your children at home. You can't go nowhere. If you have to go grocery shopping, same thing like COVID, but worse. And this time it will be a longer time. Then they're going to force out a vaccine that could possibly cause further damage to your system. No, this just happened. Yeah, and COVID that come from China, and America wasn't involved in that. It just happened as a bat that spread it. It's like monkey spread AIDS. Monkey spread it. They feel we kuya. Well, here's a suggestion. Start stocking up on medication now. I would recommend 2. Ivermectin and fenbendazole. You could find them online, but you could also find them at veterinary stores. Do the research into ivermectin and fenbendazole. They are both anti-parasitic medication. Were first used for humans. Then they were used in animals. What they are used for in dogs and certain animals is an antiparasitic, but they also find that it kills cancer cells and it cures cancer, among other things. There's been a lot of recent studies that have shown that cancer itself is a form of more of a parasite than anything else. And a lot of these, let me say, a lot of these diseases that are being spread can be cured with these anti-parasitic medications. So go and look up ivermectin and fenbendazole. Get those. Stock up on aspirin, Tylenol. Try not to take too much aspirin or Tylenol. Okay. Try. But look into those. Also, sorry about that, eh? My part-time dog just show up and she come and throw herself all over the place. Also, you want to look into penicillin. See if you could get penicillin. Have some penicillin on hand. Simple medications. Make sure you have, because you're going to need it. Keep your house free of mice and rat and things. Keep them out. Wash your hands thoroughly. Always wash your hands thoroughly. Be very clean and be aware of where you're going and who you're interacting with. Especially if you've had multiple booster shots. Be very careful where you're going and who you're interacting with. So, right now, they're going to tell all you it's no big deal. They're going to have it under control. But both you and I know that is not the truth. They will allow this to spread and spread and spread. The evil in this people knows no bounds. Just like it was Bill Gates himself, who is a computer fella, eh? Now he involved in medicine. He is a doctor now. Genetically modified ticks to spread something called the Lone Star virus, where they bite you and you become severely, deathly allergic to protein, beef, certain things, and dairy. You can't take it, it'll kill you, get you sick. Meanwhile, his company is producing lab-grown meat, lab-grown dairy, lab butter, not from milk, you know. He's the largest landowner, private landowner in the United States, and all of them is farm, genetically modified fruits and vegetables. And he just so happened to help create the tick that caused the virus that will force you to buy from him. The same man who created an additive called Bovaer that will be added to cattle feed and also can be injected into the cattle. And what it does is prevent them from fatting, because methane causes global warming and destroying the cattle industry. Destroy the cattle industry in Europe. That's why you're seeing all these protests in Europe over cattle farming. That is why. It also has a negative effect on the milk production. The cows dying from this. He developed it. He's the one who said they can put the vaccine in your food and you have to take it. You don't have a choice. The same vaccine that killing people. These are the people that run in the United States of America. These same people. And while the government busy telling all you about oil and this and that, and everybody Everybody struggling over that. Everybody forget about the Epstein list. Everybody. Nobody paying attention. Monsanto was being sued over the pest, pest spray that they used. Causes cancer, among other things. A study has been shown that it is causing frogs to change their sex, to go from male to female. I didn't believe that until I read it. And it gets into the water system. That's what they do. They were being investigated, and it was the United States government, Donald Trump himself, that granted Monsanto immunity and is allowing them to further continue using these very same chemicals. But they love you, right? They love you. They have your interest at heart. Listen, family, I don't hate no country. I don't hate nobody. I do like government. Not all government. Because what government was designed to be and what it is now are two different things. It's like an Indian person in Trinbago. Or a black man in Trinbago. See a black Indian man and a black man. Right? You have an Indian and you have a Negro. And both times saying one say I's African, man, I from Africa. Next one say I from India. No. You look Indian. You look African. But you are far removed from what they are. You are not African, and you are not Indian, and you will never be that. And if you feel so, go there and see how quick you realize you were nothing like them. It's like people who diaspora. That's a good one. The grandmother and grandfather was born in Trinbago, moved to America. The mother and father born in America, grew up there, but they grew up in a Trinbago household. They eat doubles and aloo pie and roti and chana and aloo and dal and rice and bhaji, and they grew up eating that. But them born there. They might have visited Trinbago once or twice, but they grew up there. And then them children born there. Them are Trinbagonian. They might be of Trinbagonian heritage, but they are not Trinbagonian because them are born there. Them are grow up there. That is the very same thing with government. The government, the original idea of government and what it is now are two completely different things. Now it's not government running anything. It's a handful of oligarchs that are deciding everything. And the president of America, he is just a puppet there to smile and show his face. Because he is making no decisions. They decided. And it's all part of a design. All of this was orchestrated on purpose. On purpose. Here's what is coming next. Family, I suggest all you go on YouTube. Look up a YouTube page called God Rules. R-U-L-E-S. Rules. God Rules. I think it's God Rules 1, God Rule 2, and another one called Sail Daddy. Saleddy. Go and look up God Rule. Posted a recent post. Talking about disclosure. Donald Trump said if he released a little bit of information about alien. When we was young, you say that you's a madman. Then they tell all you know they from other planets. They travel millions of years to come there. Okay. And then they went from being interplanetary beings to interdimensional beings. They're from our next planet. No, they're from another dimension. Yeah. Then they go tell all you know they come from Valencia Big River. That is where they originate. Valencia Big River. Anyway, you look throughout history. Romans, Vikings, Greeks. Pick your civilization. They all spoke of the same God, different names, same God. God of thunder, God of lightning, God of this, God of that. They were all basically the same, different names. The Bible calls them fallen angels. And that is what they are. Because in every one of those civilizations, the story is the same. It was the gods that gave them weapons. It was the gods that taught them war and science and all these things. It was the gods that did that. Keep that in mind when I continue this conversation. Donald Trump and the Faith Office of the United States had some of the most predominant pastors in the United States fly to Washington for a meeting about disclosure. One of these pastors called, I think it's Pastor Perry or Perry something. Perry. Look him up, you can find it. Or go look up God Rules and you go see it there. Now, these pastors were flown in for disclosure and they were told, prepare your congregation for what is to be disclosed. Even that witch, Paula White, that witch, and I'm calling she that, a witch, like she talking in tongue and all kind of, woman is a demon. Anyway, she said she was shooken, she was disturbed, everything, it shakes she till she call. They are warning these pastors to start to prepare your congregation for what is to come. A few of them have come forth and spoken on this and what they have said. And this might be paraphrasing, but it is along the lines of alien disclosure is to come. They are interdimensional beings. They are the ones that created humanity. The gospel, Jesus Christ, all of that was created by them. It never happened. They are the ones that have created us. They created civilization. All you hear what I just say? That is what they're saying now. You realize they only went to Christians? I don't know if you picked that up, eh? Because me I hear them say that they gathered all the imams to come. And them gathered pundit to come. And they gathered the Catholic Church to come. And they gathered the Buddhists to come. And the atheists. Oh, you didn't hear that, eh? Because I didn't say it. They gathered Christians to come. Why Christianity? Unless it poses a threat. So that is why I am warning you. The Bible said there will be pestilence. There will be famines. There will be wars and rumors of wars. There will be earthquakes, extreme weather, extreme heat. Everything them trying to tell you that they can explain scientifically. But they tell all this scientific means the knowledge of truth. How much all you remember Latin? How much all you remember Latin class? Break down scientific for me. Scientific. I believe the origin is Greek, but translate into Latin as well. Scientific. To know it is fiction. To know it is false. Because truth is veritas. Not fic. Veritas. So they're using a lie to Mama Gaia into believing a bigger lie and give up your faith. I go tell all your stories. I wasn't going to talk about this, huh? I tell my wife about it, but I wasn't going to talk about it. Last week, I believe it was last week or week before, went to bed, and then I sleeping and I had a dream. I thought it was a dream, but hear me out. And this looked like almost like a castle, but it's not a castle. Massive blocks, hand cut, but perfect. Perfect. Blocks stacked together, hold together, perfect. No mortar, but standing perfect, one on top of the other. Not a light, not a candle in the place, but the whole place bright. And I seen plenty people walking by me. Off to the corner, I see a big gold gate. Massive gold gate. Not attached to anything, just half a gate. Like that. Bars going down so. And decorative on the side, a gate. But solid gold. No seams. No welding. Perfect. And I stand up there and I'm mesmerized by this gate. Because I trying to figure out how they do that. How they make that. I tell all the eyes are tradesman. I need to know. So I walk up and I'm looking at this gate. And I can't see whatever, how they make this perfect. And I mesmerize this gate. And all of a sudden, this gate fall on top of me. But it ain't weigh nothing. It's crushing me. It ain't hurt me. No pain. And then this gate start to glow, this golden light. I wasn't frightened. Nothing. All I could feel was joy and happiness, but so much emotion I can't stop but cry. Can't help but cry, eh? And then I see this figure in front of the gate stand over me. Tall, white gown all the way down. And I could see at the back here, I could see wings. I'm looking. And he's so bright. It's like looking in the sun. But it ain't hurting my eyes. I can't see his face. But I could feel him smiling. And he looked at me and he said, you stop to see what everybody else ignore and just walk past. And he just smiled. I could feel him smile. And then he lift up the gate, and as he lifting up the gate, I look, as he was about to lift the gate, I look him and say, you are Archangel Michael. You are Michael the Archangel. And he lift the gate off of me, and as I push myself up to stand up, I feel something touch my shoulder. I couldn't move. I was on my knees trying to get up. I couldn't move my head facing towards the ground, but I could look this way and I see something touch me on my shoulder. But that looked like a sword, but me and no. But it touched me on my shoulder. And then I get a message in my head, prepare, the time is near, the time is coming. The Son of Man returns soon. Be prepared. And I start running around telling everybody, I see Michael, I see the Archangel. Time coming soon. And I'm smiling and I'm jumping and I'm happy. And I wake up. But me, I feel like I wake up. I feel like somebody take me and fling me inside my body. And when I get up, I sit up. Peaceful, calm. No problem. Whole day, calm. And I keep rubbing my shoulder here like this. Keep rubbing it. Was going to have a shower. I take off my shirt and my wife said, come here. She said, what happened? I say, shoot, what happened? She said, feel something on your shoulder? I say, yeah, it feel like I get cut. You know when you get cut, it's get itchy now. I say, I feel like I get cut on my back of my shoulder. But me, I get cut. And she looked, and right on the back of my shoulder here, 2 lines, about the width of a sword. They break the skin, but 2 perfect lines. That was a week and a half ago. Family, when I tell all you that there's a great deception coming, make no mistake, there's a great deception, and it's happening right now. I don't care if you want to believe that Donald Trump is a Christian. I am telling you that man is no Christian. Because no Christian will surround himself with the most ungodly people. And no Christian will go out of his way to hide evidence of crimes against children that were committed by powerful people. What did God say about harming children? What did he say? It would be better to tie a stone around your neck and cast it into the ocean than to face the wrath of God for bringing one innocent child to sin. You really believe he's a Christian? You believe that? If you believe that, our pregnant birds are selling. And if you believe Kamala sells his soul, I have a whole crate of pregnant birds to sell you. I don't care what you believe. Read. Don't listen to me. Don't believe me. Every religion in the world speaks about Jesus Christ. Everyone. You're having so-called fake pastors and preachers saying there are many ways to God. No, there's not. That's a lie. I don't care what you believe. Read. If all religions credit him and speak about him, but he don't mention none of them, use common sense. Why they talking about he, but he ain't mentioning them? No way. No way. And no other book could tell you about Jesus Christ than the gospel itself. No other book. Because the original 4 books, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, are all 1st century texts. All of them. They also have text from non-Christians, pagans, who have attested and documented to have seen exactly as the gospel claims. One as early as 91 AD. Hundreds of people saw Jesus Christ alive after the crucifixion. Hundreds. Documented miracles. And even in the book it said he was an extraordinary man, if it is lawful to call him that. He was a miracle worker. And it even said he was crucified and he was seen alive 3 days after by hundreds of witnesses. I don't care what you believe. Ask for the truth. Ask. I don't care which God you pray to. Ask for the truth. And you will find it. But I'm warning you. What is to come, you're not prepared for. Do not believe the lies. Do not believe the deception, because that is all it is. And if you are a Christian, or if you believe in God, you believe in Jesus Christ, your faith will be tested. If your place of worship tells you that what the government is saying is right, leave. The Catholic Church, the Christian churches, they will all be affected. Because don't believe the devil has not infected all forms of worship. Don't believe that. They have all been affected. So be prepared for the great deception. Because everything you see has been written thousands of years ago. And you're seeing it with your own 2 eyes. Don't take my word for it. Pick up the book and read. Go get a book and read. Grab a King James Bible and read. Just read. Don't listen to me. Go search up the first century text. You could read them. The Dead Sea Scrolls, you could read that. The DDK, you could read that. The Acta Pilate, you could read that. The Septuagint, you could read that. All of them you could read. See for yourself. Use the eyes that the Lord Father has given you himself. And you will see the deception that is coming. Just had to get that one out today. Tomorrow we'll be back to our usual chain of events. But this was more important. God bless all you. God guide all you. Lord Father, keep all you safe, grant all your love, strength, and compassion. Be compassionate to one another. Love each other. All of we family. God make all of we brother and sister. Love your brother and sister as you love yourself. All of we live in the same house. All of we. And this house have many rooms. Call them nations. But they are all rooms in the same house. And you're fighting your brother and sister over a space in a room when all are living in the same house. Love each other as you love yourself. A house divided cannot stand. Remember, everything they're telling you is an illusion. It's an illusion to create a delusion to divide. Because they know. Together we aspire. Together we achieve. But divided we will fall. Come together. Love each other. Because all you know, I love all your bad too bad. All you know that already. So as always, God bless all your family. And take it easy, Jed.